project a positive body image.
That's
to
important.
have internal energy, if you will, and let it just exude and bubble out.
An incredible story. Not only has she raised 6 kids, but she started a new career as a model at 63 years old. And believe me, she is gorgeous.
She has now written a book. It's called Gracefully Looking and Being Your Best at Any Age. Please welcome Valerie Ramsey.
So gorgeous.
Older is inevitable, and you have 2 choices. You can fight it or you can embrace it. Well, 68-year-old Valerie Ramsey is the sexy author of Gracefully Looking and Being Your Best at Any Age. I'm so excited, Valerie, to have you here because
thank you.
You really are one of those people who makes the rest of us want to get up off the couch and do something. You have to have tons of confidence to start at the bottom, too. Right.
You start at the bottom. I went to work for Pebble Beach Resorts.
Yeah.
And I started out by selling golf balls in the pro shop with the college kids one summer. And then I went to the local community college and learned how to use a computer. And then I just kept going back to Pebble. I think they finally hired me just to get me off HR's doorstep. We can do anything we want. It's
you take life as it's an adventure.
Yeah. You take it from inside and you do what you want to do and you go with it. And when you have those days when you wake up feeling kind of, sort of tired, forget it. Put it on the back burner and charge ahead anyway.
You say it's good for us anyway, whether we need it or not.
It is.
To be in the race.
It is. To be engaged with other people, to challenge your mind, to be curious, to be inquisitive, to always wanting to be improving yourself. You know what they say, too, luck is the product of design. I think you have to know what you want to do and then kind of formulate a plan in your mind how you're going to get there.
How did you make the transition then to modeling from that?
Talk positively to yourself and you tell yourself that you're doing great and you can do this and you take good care of yourself.
All right, Amy, thank you. Well, Valerie Ramsey, she doesn't lie about her age. She's 72 years old and she's a model and the author of Gracefully Looking and Being Your Best at Any Age. And Donnie Deutsch is well known to us. He's, of course, the chairman of the advertising company Deutsch Inc. Good morning to both of you. So Donnie, I want to take this with you first because is there a reason to understand why Madison Avenue has made this change? And is it, in fact, a trend?
It is, and it's a fantastic trend. There's this huge bubble, men and women, moving through the population, the boomers. They have all the money. We are the most selfish generation, men or women. You know, the Rolling Stones at 70 are still the hot rock band. Women are going to say, no, 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 no. This is what beauty is now, and it's that huge bubble moving through the python. Number 2. We've also seen through all the housewife shows that plastic surgery doesn't look very good. You know, we've had pioneers in plastic surgery walking like this. You are beautiful. As a man, I'm looking at you, and you're gorgeous, and you're more gorgeous because you look real. So Madison Avenue was actually following the money.
Following the money. And so and you actually kind of were at the beginning of this, Valerie, because we just saw, as we just saw in that photograph of you in Amy's piece. I mean, you do this wonderful work, but you actually were a discovered model something like 9 years ago.
Yes,
right?
at the age of 63. So unexpected.
And so you had this other life, these other jobs. You were in public relations for a while, and somebody discovered you, so here you are. And the interesting thing is, in terms of what Donnie was saying, it used to be, you say, that in Europe, there was an openness to women who were older in ad campaigns. Now, what is happening? What are you finding?
Well, that's even become more of a trend now, I think. And I say that because I was just recently recruited by a new modeling agency in Paris that's just opened up to represent men and women 40 to 85, actually, because there has been such a boom there. And, you know, having been signed by Wilhelmina Models here at 72, I think that's representative of what's going on in the United States as well. There is just more of a demand for
And so how is this going to play out then, Donnie? What are we going to start seeing? And we just heard about Meryl Streep being on the cover in her 60s. Oh, she's such a youngie.
Three of the last 4 Academy Award winners, Helen Mirren, Sandra Bullock, Meryl Streep, all women who are not kids. This is you are defining the new definition of beauty. The power of that mass, of that mass spending is defining it. And what a great thing. What a great thing.
So as long as the money is there, though, let's get real.
And it's going to continue.
I mean, if women buy things, like, for example, we just heard about the lipstick at MAC that Iris is promoting and in the advertising campaign selling out. When the money goes there, it's going to continue. But if the money stops, it'll go back.
It's not going to stop for another 10 or 15 years.
10 or 15 years?
That's where this populace is moving. By the way, it's the same reason, it's going to sound crazy, we have Viagra. This is the first generation that said, no, 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 we're not going to let our potency go away. And it's the same thing on the male. You're looking at me like, how did you bring it?
We're talking about beauty
No, it's the same
women,
thing.
and now you're making it about you.
I'm not Jim Bell in his office going, I can't believe I keep putting this guy on the air. But it's, no, that's a really valid point. You understand what I'm saying.
I agree completely, Donnie.
Anything more you want to say about that, Al?
No, it is. We as a generation are not going to allow ourselves to age. And God bless. And I'm so happy for Madisari because it is, I'm just saying this as a man, and it is so much more beautiful. I want to tell every woman out there, don't do this. This is more beautiful.
Valerie, you know, as you look at this and from your perspective, what is your message then to women now who are now suddenly feeling this kind of relief? Because we know that when women are only seeing young women in these campaigns, it puts a kind of pressure on our young people and on ourselves that ultimately is corrosive. So what do you think? What's your
I think younger women are looking at women like us and seeing that we are real, that we are continuing to be involved, that we have something very, very dynamic to offer to the world, and that the real beauty comes from, I would say, above all, from confidence and from having courage to be ourselves, from the wisdom that we have acquired within ourselves over the years, from vibrancy, excitement about being involved in life. And it's when all of those things are on the inside and shine through on the outside, that's what real beauty is all about.
You make me want to cry, Valerie. Thank you. We're going to give you a hand for that. And Donnie Doig,
I'm just going to be quiet.
Getting in touch with his girl side, even if he's talking about Viagra. Anyway,